Have you heard, has Hilditch or Ricky talk to you about your chances of making that 11?
No, not at all. I'd imagine we'll just see how this week goes and get a bit of feedback after that, I guess, depending on which way it goes. So, yeah.
Are you looking at it as a straight shootout between you and Nathan?
I guess it's probably come down to that, given the fact that they'll cut it back at the end of the week. You know, they're obviously looking at something this week, so yeah, I guess this week's performances probably won't hurt too much.
How much pressure do you feel, given that this week's performances will decide whether or not you make it?
Well, nothing's really changed. I guess, you know, all I'm going to do is go out and do what I've done the last 5 or 6 Shield games for Tassie. You know, if that's not quite good enough, then it's not quite good enough this time. But yeah, probably not too much more pressure there. I guess it's just another game, and what'll be will be.
Pinching yourself a little bit, given it wasn't that long ago when you overtook Jason for the Tasmania squad, and now you're number 2 or maybe number 1 in Australia.
Yeah, things can happen pretty quickly, I guess. Yeah, like I say, it wasn't that long ago that I was sort of carrying the drinks, or not even carrying the drinks for Tassie, so yeah, I guess it's come a bit of a shock, and it's a nice shock to get, so yeah.
What did you do differently?
I'm not too sure. I guess it's probably just the maturity of finding your feet in 4-day cricket. Keeping it tight, I don't know, like just learning, I guess, from every opportunity I've had. I guess, you know, I average 50 in Shield cricket, but I guess over the last sort of 10 games I average more 25 or 30, so I guess it's getting those games under my belt and learning how to come back from, you know, tough knocks and things like that, so I guess just sort of the maturity of learning from those situations.
Yeah, and how much was it a lift for you when you played that one-day game and did pretty well?
Yeah, that's got to be a bit of a confidence booster, I guess. Getting the call up for that one-day game certainly helped my 4-day cricket. I went out and took some wickets the next day, so I guess confidence works in some funny ways, and hopefully this call up, you know, again sort of helps my performances this week.
You mentioned you kind of halved your Shield average over the last few games. In terms of your style of bowling, are you finding the ball more, or giving it more of a tweak, or staying or faster? Or?
Yeah, I think if you go back over the last my first 20 games compared to my last 10, there's definitely more work on the ball. So there's probably nothing particular that I've worked on. Probably just a little bit more momentum through the crease and bits and pieces like that. But yeah, I guess those first 20 Shield games, I was probably just someone who's trying to find his feet and a little bit nervous with them. So, but yeah, definitely spinning the ball more now and sort of troubling the batsman, which is a good sign, I guess.
Were you waiting by the phone this morning?
Not at all. No. Well, I guess to be honest, I was chatting to Hilfy yesterday, and I obviously knew that there was going to be a grand opening in Sydney or whatever today. So I guess whatever call would have come last night. So whatever, you know, I was completely shocked to get it this morning. Yeah.
Are you excited that you might be able to fill that void in Australian spinners, you know, that's been left since Shane Warne? People are saying there hasn't been anyone as good. Do you feel a lot of pressure? Or,
no, not at all. I don't think we're going to see another Shane Warne for a while, and I'm certainly not the answer if that's what people are after. You know, there've been quite a few people come into the spinning spot over the last few years, and I think they've done quite well. So I think if you can keep comparing people to Shane Warne, you're going to be disappointed, I think. So I'm going to do the best I can, and you know, hopefully I have some success in the role, but I certainly don't consider myself the next Shane Warne. So.
Have you bowled to any of the England batsmen?
Never come across them before. So if I get that chance, I guess it'll be new to me, but it'll also be new to them. So
it'll be hard this game, mate. Like, you know, obviously there's the bigger Ashes picture as the backdrop to this game. It'll be hard not to think too much about that, if you know what I mean.
Oh, not really.
Get too much ahead of yourself.
No, not really at all. Well, until this morning, I didn't know any different. So I'd planned to come up against, you know, the Aussie players that I'm coming up against this week. So my preparation certainly won't change. You know, there might be times where I sort of drift off and think what might happen, but you know, I think I've just got to get back to what I do and stay in the moment with this Shield game and try and earn some points for Tassie this week.
How good a test will this be? Because they've obviously got some quality batsmen, the ones that haven't got on the Australian A teams.
Yeah, well, we knew that this game was coming up, you know, from sort of August, September, that we were going to play this game with all the Aussie guys in it. So it's going to be a great challenge. I'm looking forward to you know, fronting these guys on hopefully a wicket that might spin a little bit. So yeah, it'll be a terrific challenge.
Demand the ball maybe a few more times.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah. So I felt like I bowled pretty well in Hobart during the week, and probably didn't get the rewards for it. So hopefully, you know, if the ball's spinning up here, it'll be tough to get it out of my hands. Hopefully.
What's the background with you and Horry? Have you like had much to do with each other over the years? You know each other well?
Yeah, I know Horry quite well. He's always been sort of a year or two older than me in the age group, so we sort of come up against each other a little bit as kids, and yeah, I guess over the last few years sort of bumped into each other, and obviously had the week with him in the one-day team last week, which is really good fun as well. So we get along really well.
Do you think you're ready to bowl Australia during Ashes this year?
I'm certainly I'm looking forward to it if we get that chance. I think I'm in pretty good form with the ball, and if I get a chance to be that spinner, then I think I can really make an impact.
You're in the form at the moment where when you've got the ball in hand, you're going up there, do you feel like you can knock over anyone?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like I said a minute ago, I feel like I bowled really well in Hobart and just didn't quite get the results. So yeah, I think I've probably bowling as well as I've ever bowled. So yeah, it's quite exciting for me.
Yeah, Ricky passed you any tips in the last week in the Tasmanian game?
Oh, certainly there were a lot of things as we were trying to win that game the other day. He certainly had quite a few suggestions and a lot of things I probably hadn't really thought about. So looking forward to another week with Ricky and having some of his input on what he's got to say on a wicket that might spin a bit. So yeah, looking forward to that.